Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Meet the Financial Services Team. Today I'm joined by Paul Beaumont, our Client Solutions Lead here at Avanade. Paul, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
It's very good to have you on board, and I'm sure everyone will be able to walk away with a key learning from this, so we really appreciate it. I want to talk to you firstly about your role. So, Client Solution Lead, what does that actually mean, and how does it connect with Avanade's broader strategy?
Okay, well, Avanade's been around for a while now. We've got a lot of experience delivering a lot of custom solutions for a lot of clients. And mainly we've been focused on, I guess, maybe the very large organizations. But for us, the next opportunity and the biggest area of growth in the market at the moment is in the mid-market. And so we've been changing the way we go to market, and as part of our new strategy, our New Horizon strategy, we are really doubling down now on adding a new part of our business to our existing business. That new part of our business is clearly focused on mid-market, but the way we go about it is a bit different. Organizations in the mid-market work at a different pace. They still have the same transformation needs, but they operate in a slightly different way. And so as part of that, we've developed a new go-to-market specifically for mid-market. And as part of that, we have created a number of pre-packaged propositions. So we still have our capability around solving any type of problem for clients, but we also recognize that some clients just need sometimes to take the first step and have a bit of evaluation, or maybe they've taken the first step, but they need to accelerate. And they want to do it in a measured and predictable way at a price point that's really no regrets. And so we've developed a portfolio of propositions that allows us to offer that to our clients. So these are quite specific, value and outcome driven propositions that will get a client from A to B and hopefully satisfy their needs in a way that's no regrets.
And they're labeled as our hero offers, is that correct?
Yes, we have a number of hero offers. We've got about 15 in total. And they were probably our first wave of pre-packaged propositions. Just being announced at Ignite is Avanade's agentic platform, which is a platform that helps us embed agentic AI into all of our services, both bespoke and packaged. But we're now introducing new packaged propositions to market that sit on top of that platform. So what that means is we can deliver the same great services that we always have done, but now delivered in a more efficient or a higher quality way, because we're combining human and agentic. So we've got 40 propositions being launched this week, which is quite exciting. And we'll continue to invest in that over time.
So when we're creating these pre-packaged solutions or hero offers, how does Avanade essentially come up with them? What market intelligence are you getting to say these are pressing challenges across several industries and these are the right solutions?
That's a good question. So one thing we definitely don't do is sit in a bubble and create these, off our own back. We're very fortunate in that both of our parents are Beaumont. So, we've got Microsoft, a hyperscaler, they power the majority of organizations around the globe. And then we've got Accenture, the largest consulting organization in the world. And we've also got ourselves, we're a 65,000 person organization. We've got 25 years of experience delivering technology solutions to solve business challenges. So that's a wealth of people and knowledge that we have at our disposal. But we also do a lot of market research to follow the trends, predict what's coming. We obviously work a huge amount with clients. That's our business. So we take feedback from clients and hear what they need. And so it's really a combination of us looking into the market, getting insights from the market, maybe through analysts, but also through our own research, leveraging what we can from Accenture in terms of what they're seeing, understanding Microsoft's roadmap and being heavily involved in that. All those insights really give us a really a well-informed view of the types of things that are going to provide value to clients, not just now, but it also helps us start planning for what it is that we need to be taking to clients in the next 3, 6, or even 12 months' time. So we're very fortunate in the situation that we're in with two great parents and also our own consulting experience to be able to determine what they should be.
Yeah, absolutely. So it probably leads me to my next question. Are you able to share an example or a story where we've been able to come in with a solution or a hero offer and essentially just provide an instant outcome?
Yeah, I can. I think there's a really nice one actually. I won't mention the client's name, but it is a financial services organisation. They invest in frontier countries, mainly in infrastructure, and they had a new CIO came on board, and one of his first concerns was we had concerns around the security posture of the organisation, and it wasn't something that he wanted to let linger. He needed to, or he felt he had to get a handle on the security posture of the organisation in a very quick time frame. So we have an offer that specifically looks at the maturity and security posture of organisations. It's had a fixed price point and a fixed outcome, so he knew exactly what he would be getting and how much he would be paying. We delivered it for him, and within 6 weeks, he had full view of the security posture of his organisation, not just in terms of our point of view, but actually in specific NIST-aligned elements that were based on fact and also were actionable. And so for him, it was actually a really valuable thing to do and helped him move very quickly without having to engage multiple partners, define a scope of work that he wanted done, go through a tender process, being able to go to a partner that he knew had credibility and say, actually, I have this problem, I need to solve it quickly, can you help? And to have something that's ready to go and at a price point that's really appealing, worked really well for him, and we've now got helping him now evolve some of the security posture findings that we discovered during that engagement.
Yeah, great. I guess that leads me straight to my next question, which is, we do these hero offers and package solutions at such speed. How do we ensure that they're, I guess, enterprise ready? Like how do we ensure that they're just ready to go?
Well, actually, they're newly packaged, right? But they're not new things to us, right? These are services that we've been delivering for years. We're just packaging them up in a new format. But we go through an internal process. We have a rigorous process to make sure that whatever we take to market, we know is safe, secure, is going to deliver what it says. So we have a number of checks and balances that we go through. We have legal approval processes. We have our delivery QA teams that look at how we've shaped our solution, what we said we're going to deliver, any dependencies that we have in the client, make sure they're called out. So we have a delivery QAD. And then we also have our finance team look at the commercials, make sure that they're solid. So all of this means that by the time we've gone through each of those processes, because we're not changing scope, we have a defined outcome that we can provide to a client that we know both we can be confident in and our clients can be confident in.
Yeah, absolutely. Where do you see the biggest opportunity across the hero offers over the next 12 to 18 months?
There's only one answer for that one because AI and agentic is so hot at the moment. Everyone is talking about it. Everyone's trying to do something with it. I think there's still, people are still grappling with what it is and what it means. Just in the news recently about,
and almost what it's capable of, right?
Yeah, but I think, what we're seeing is a lot of organizations are obviously focusing on what agentic can do for them, but actually not every organization is ready to do agentic at scale, right? Because, for all the great things it can do, there's a lot of things you actually need to have in place, right? So if your data is not secure, if it's unstructured and siloed in many different places, you can't really get, as much benefit from agentic or generative AI as you'd like. If your infrastructure is, I don't know, on-prem, or it's aging, or it's not where it needs to be, that's another thing that needs to be put in place. What organizations are asking of their employees now is, to get familiar and comfortable with working with a as Microsoft call it, with a technology co-pilot next to them, right? So you've also got to help your employees be ready to understand. And it's not just understanding and adopting, it's actually understanding how to fit in or how to change ways of working to take advantage of the capabilities that they now have access to. And that whole journey, can, I think, sometimes be a bit overwhelming. And so what I think, the opportunity over the next sort of 6 months is to help organizations know how they can get started, and in parallel, how they can start doing some of the remediation or readiness activities so they can scale, and then help them understand what a scaled engine looks like so they can both identify where the value sits, be able to address it, but then also, just as importantly, govern it over time so you don't end up with an organization of agents that you don't know where they exist or what they're doing, and you lose track. And I think that's still something that a lot of organizations are still working through.
Yeah, okay. So if a C-suite was watching this, a CIO, CEO, CTO, anyone's watching this, and they're interested in actually exploring all the different types of hero offers that Avanade have, where can they go, or who do they speak to?
So you can go to the Avanade website. Everything we've got is on our website. If you follow what Microsoft do and see what's happening at Ignite at the moment, you'll see we're launching new offers, and hopefully, they may know someone at Avanade. They might want to reach out for a conversation. But yeah, just head to our website, ask your Microsoft representative. And it's quite easy to get in touch with find the right person at Avanade if you go directly to the site or go through Microsoft.
Oh, perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time. I've personally learnt a lot, and I hope that the viewers have too, so I really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me on.
No worries. Thanks for all those watching. Please stay tuned for our next episode coming up in Meet the Financial Services team here at Avanade.